Hey there folks, how you doing? My name is Richard Atkinson and I drive the number 40 Sportsman. Why don't you do your all a favor and come on out next weekend, or the weekend after next, for the Martin's Home Heating 150. It's sure going to be a fun time, and you can bet it's going to be a blast. Cheers!
Radical Speedsport, and we're here with a guy that everybody knows, Richard Atkinson. Are you ready for this season?
Almost.
Almost? You're getting closer?
Getting closer, yeah.
Obviously the big story, I guess, came out a couple of weeks ago. You've got a brand new 5-star body on your race car. How did that come to be?
Well, when 5-stars first came out with that body, I looked at it and I fell in love with it right away. It's time for a little bit of a change now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the bodies that are running now, but I mean, people want to see something modern, all right? And everybody that I've talked to have said that. And like the cost-wise, there wasn't much of a difference, all right? And I had everything in place to do it, so a lot of good talking and back and forth with Donnie and all them boys at the 660 and all that, and then Petty allowed it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try it, I'm going to do it. So I mean, and I just want to send out a big shout out to 660 and Petty for looking ahead, and saying, what a great idea to do this. Yeah.
So obviously we haven't been on the racetrack with it yet, but do you expect any performance differences, any sightline differences from sitting in the race car, and anything on that side?
No, actually I sat in the car there the other day, and because we were away for a while there, and I kind of missed the car, and it's the only thing that kind of keeps me going these days other than the wife, right? So Heather, she doesn't like it when I call her wife. Right?
She's behind the camera right now.
I know.
So
anyway, she can swap me later.
Yeah.
But I sat in, and the sideline was still just the same as ever.
Okay.
All right, it's not bad. The dash is raised up like a half an inch or something like that to allow for the air breather underneath the hood to sit properly. All right, and that comes right from 5-star.
Okay.
But otherwise, sideways, it's the same, right? It's actually, I feel like it's a little better. Performance-wise, I don't think it's going to create any more of a performance advantage in any way, shape, or form, because dimension-wise, we had the sheets side by side, all right, and everything is the same.
Okay.
All right. So I mean, I think what people are scared of is just the look, all right? They think it's the look of it is intimidating a little bit, and I think the look is cool. I think it's a nice change. I think it's actually a very beautiful change.
So let's talk about the racetrack wise. I know you're still out there battling with the young kids. When Cy Harvey's out there, he says he feels like he's battling with his grandkids. So how do you feel when you're on the racetrack with all these, the Oblenuses and all these young kids?
Well, being one of the oldest ones there at 660, I mean, when I'm out on the track, everybody's equal. And that's the way I like to look at it. Everybody's equal. Everybody has the same amount of experience, I hope. And those that don't, I really applaud them that, when a more experienced driver comes up, like Alex or Courtney or the others that come up through the field, and they give them room to race. Like, I mean, I was bashed there a little bit there last year during Speed Weekend when I was running second or third or fourth or something like that there, and I was running hard close to the end of the race. And I seen the two top points runners coming, and I didn't want to screw up their day. All right, so I kind of pulled down out of the way, right, to let them go. Were they faster than me? No, I don't think so, but I said I didn't want to ruin their day, and a lot of people said that was great, but I don't know why you did it, right? Yeah. It's called respect. Yep. Right? And you get out on the track, everybody respects everybody. In our division, pretty much, I think. I know that I've caused a few heartaches, and I've always apologized for them, but racing's a very passionate thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? And if you're not passionate about the sport, then you shouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
Right? So. Yeah, but to answer your question, when I'm racing with the young guns and there's this old musket, well, I'm going to tell you, I think everybody's pretty equal along the line. I treat everybody the same way until they treat me the wrong way. And then that's the way it goes.
Exactly.
Right?
So let's talk about this season. What are your goals for this year? We're going to see a championship. We're going to see a couple of race wins. What would you be happy with at the end of the year when we sit back here and look at it again at the end of the Speed Sport next year?
That's an amazing question, Tim, and I'm glad that you asked me. Heather and I were talking about this, and I was talking about this with the guys. I said, this year, last year we had a brand new car. Right? It was a brand new chassis, brand new everything, and it took us a long time to figure it out, but we finally figured it out the last 2 races of the season. We found out what the car loved, all right? And actually, it was kind of a mistake And but we found it.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And during Speed weekend, we started 19th. Okay, and 30 laps to go. I was up to 4th. All right, and I had my eyes on the 77, and I was catching them. All right. And I said to Heather, and I said to Steve on the radio, I said, we might finish in the top 3, but then the big wreck happened, right? So my outlook for this year, Tim, I want a feature win, right? And just to finish in the top 5 at the end of the season would be a great thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of all those nice, beautiful trophies that 660 has been giving out, all right? And you know what? The girls and all those that won those there last year, all right? Kudos for them.
Yep.
You know, they work hard at what they do, you know, and I can't take that away from them. They're a great bunch to race with.
So, obviously, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? Are we still racing sportsman cars, or do you transition into a different role? Like, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years in your racing career?
In the next couple of years, well, I can see myself probably still in a sportsman.
Yep.
There has been all kinds of people telling me, Richard, time to move up, time to get going, time to move up. All right? But you know what? I have a lot of fun in my sportsman car. I really do. And you know, it's a great class to be in. It's getting better, all right? Yeah, we don't have the car count really, and that kind of hurts me a little bit. But you know, for somebody and like you that's been around racing all this time, it's getting, I think, going to be better this year a little more.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, no, I see myself still in a sportsman car.
Yep.
I would love to actually try a pro stock.
Yep.
All right. I would love to. So I mean, if somebody's watching this,
Get him in a pro
chance.
stock.
Give me a chance, man. I mean, I won't let you down. And if I tear it up, I'll fix it, right? But anyway, I won't tear it up, guaranteed.
Now,
But
before we let you go, you've seen some big changes in this sport because you've been around for so long.
yeah,
What's the biggest change? And obviously, we talked about the body, so we'll leave that out. What's the biggest change that you've seen these last couple of years? From a sportsman standpoint, from a racetrack standpoint, what's the biggest change that you've seen the last couple of years?
you know, that's a good question. I think safety-wise, okay, the tracks are actually listening to what the drivers have to say in regards to safety. And you know what? They're actually working with them a little bit during the rules meeting in the wintertime, Tim.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing. Other changes are, I think, response times for accidents, yellow flags, and stuff like that there have increased. I mean, been better, all right, have a whole lot better. And I think during the question period and that during the drivers' meetings have gotten a lot better, all right. Now, I haven't really sat into a drivers' meeting at Petty, all right, and I hope to change that because our schedule has Petty, all right, this year, all right, and I'm hoping to get down there, all right, and try that track. Actually, I want to come down the day before and just, you know, see if I can't rent it or try the track and just get used to it. Because I don't want to go out on the track and be a bother to somebody without having experience at that track, right? So, I mean, I don't want to be a speed bump for somebody, right? Because I have more respect for people that have raced it at that track. But yeah, those are some of the good changes that I've seen. The year that you know, we were allowed to run rear disc brakes on the sportsman cars, all right? That was a major good change. That was a good change. I know some people have issues with them, but it's all about how you run your brake lines on rear disc brakes, right? And some people have issues with that, others don't, right? But yeah, there's been some real good changes, and I don't know if I've answered your question quite right, but I apologize if I didn't.
Well, it's great to have the insight from somebody that's been around for so long.
Well, you know, another big thing is that some of the lines, sometimes when they're lining up, all right, during the cautions, it's actually gotten better. All right, instead of doing 50 laps, we're doing 25 now. Under caution. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going down though.
I'm kidding. But no, it's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. But yeah, and you know, I just want to say something to you, Tim. All right, and I'm not saying this because, you know, I've known you for a while and whatever, but you are an amazing ambassador, all right, to the speed of stock car racing and racing in general, all right, and God has a good heart for you, all right, you're a good person, all right, and I'm very blessed, and a lot of people are blessed to know you, all right.
Well, I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the racetrack. I think it's May 19th at 660, and it's going to be a busy season. I can't wait to see you at Petty. When do you have an event scheduled at Petty? Like, do you have one on the radar right now? Or
No.
Sometime during the season.
Somewhere's around the season,
So
I might just show up.
in.
I just might show up, right?
Well, at least let me know before you go, because I'm going to have to come up and see that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll run at the back because I'm not going to hold anybody up unless the car's feeling real good.
Well, it's on the racetrack. That's all that matters.
That's it.
It's another car on the racetrack.
That's another car on the racetrack. Exactly. Yeah. No. I'll definitely let you know right when we're coming. Right. So, other than that, freaking. Oh yes, Frex Rod.
Yep. Coming up.
Coming up.
Yep.
First weekend in May. If you're not doing anything.
Yep.
Make an adventure down there. Check out the new car. Check out the new body. Check out all the cars at Frex Rod. All right. That's the first weekend in May.
Yep.
And maybe Tim will come down. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe,
but anyway,
maybe I'll have to sneak up.
Yeah.
See that brand new car.
I'll buy you lunch.
Sounds good.
All right.
You know I'm there now.
There you go. I'll buy you lunch and a couple of beer. How's that?
That sounds good to me.
All right, man.
If you're down here at Radical Speedsport, stop in and see us here the next couple of days. Find us in Hall C across from Petty International Raceway. Until then, it's Tim and Richard. And what are you doing now? You've got to do something in Moncton that you're down here, right?
Oh, well, I'm going to be a bachelor again this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Right? Heather's going away on a girls' trip tomorrow. And so I'll probably just sit at home and play with my pick cart.
Watch the cup race.
Oh, might do that too. Good point.
Sounds good.
Exactly.
We'll see you on the next one around. Thanks.
All
Richard.
right, buddy. Thanks a lot,
you.
man.